flow controller and the compound nozzle. So instead of building everything one by one on the machine, I like to have all the components ready here, then simply just put on top and lock it in. Except for the flow controller, this part is a lot easier if you build it on the machine, which I'll show you.
On the machine?
Yeah. So
Okay,
have your lubricant ready. Grab all the O-rings that you have. So it should be 14. So all the O-rings that I removed today should be total of 16.
16 O-rings en total.
Including the VCOs.
No se pueden perder.
But you have the O-rings here, 4 more here.
Hay O-rings que no se van a
here.
quitar.
So it's about 22 pieces total. Okay.
Could you repeat just the part where we don't have to remove the O-rings and why?
Yes, so
Mira, en esos no se van a remover.
the O-rings on the shaft, you don't necessarily have to remove unless it gets very dirty. So maybe like once a month is okay.
No,
Una vez por mes.
Because these are very hard to take out and you could get cuts from it. And also these are very, very small. So it could be lost very, very frequently. So you could just leave it on as it is. Just clean it like maybe once a month. O-ring here. It could be mistaken with the other size O-rings. So you could leave it on. It could be cleaned as it is. And you could just put it back.
No se quitan tampoco.
So what I like to do is before
Se
assembly,
dejan ahí en esa posición.
I like to grab all the O-rings, grab the lubricant. Just apply the lubricant on all.
Volteate. And you were saying that those are just food grade O-rings, right?
Yeah. Lubricate everything, including this. And we are ready. So, same thing, we're gonna go from top to bottom. So I'm gonna build the hopper. So one thing to be careful when you're building the hopper is, remember the symbols about casing side and the filling side?
Yes.
Yeah.
So on the machine, the casing side is always gonna be on the left of the machine. So your
Casing side, left.
hopper is always on the left, filling side hopper always on the right. Okay? So because of that reason, where the shaft will enter to lock in, that means the filling side is always gonna be on the right side of the hopper. The casing side, the bushing is always gonna be on the left side of the hopper. So these, even though these are interchangeable, the bushings always stay the same.
Yes.
So the best way you can determine that is if you look here, you could check the
little
symbols.
pins. Yeah.
So this indicates the casing side, which means it will always be on the left side of the hopper. This one, because it's the filling side, is always going to be on the right side of the hopper.
El puntito.
So,
Tiene un puntito que te puedes dar cuenta.
so you
cómo
can
es.
tell with the shaft here also, the bushing, you could check the symbols. Okay? That's because the threading is different. The threading for the inner side is reverse, while otherwise this one is just regular. So, because if you put this one backwards and you try to put this one into this threading here, it's not going to fit.
La cuerda es diferente de los dos. Por si miran que no les va a entrar, no le forcen. Mejor intenten en el otro lado.
Okay. So as far as the assembly goes, I like to put the filling out in first. Line that up. Push this in. Put the plate. Lock this in. And find your correct bushings. So just the inside here, it has to be where it fits. It can't be like at an angle. Okay. And these two that sits on the inside of the hopper, these are interchangeable. Doesn't matter.
Los en medio no importa, pueden ser intercambiables los en medio,
Just,
no importa.
just always make sure that the threading always sits the outside, like so.
Solamente asegúrate que la cuerda esté así como debe estar.
And lock this in. Grab your
Hugo, ya pasó la bacha.
grab your augers. So the augers also have a left and right. If you look inside of it, this hole is deeper and bigger than this hole here, right?
Alright.
Okay, so you can visually see that this hole is bigger than this hole. So the bigger hole always goes on the left side. It doesn't matter if it's the casing side or the filling side. It's always gonna be on the left side. So the small one always go on the right side. Another way you can tell is if you look from the top to bottom, if you line them up correctly, the auger shape looks like the roof of the house. Okay, this shape here, here, right? If you had it on backwards, it would be a V shape. So that's all you know. Plus, it wouldn't fit in the machine anyways.
Right.
Okay. And now grab your stability roller. There's two ends, one circular and one oval. The oval side is where the shaft will enter. Grab your two wings. Always hold your wings when you're inserting the shaft. Find the correct shaft. Because if you're not paying attention and you just let this go, and so you put it in and you run the machine, this will break up everything. This has happened many times, so I'm just letting you guys know. So always hold your wings when you're putting it in, where the oval side is, because this is where the shaft will enter to lock. This one, of course, it enters, but it doesn't lock. Okay? So always hold it over. Insert the shaft. You don't have to go all the way in and lock it in because you're gonna be doing that on the machine. Just as long as it enters, you can let go, and the wings will never fall out. So now this is ready to be on the machine as it is. Okay. Anybody want to try to assemble the other side?
I want to.
No, deja. Marvin,
Marvin.
ármalo.
¿Qué dices? Grábame.
No, so the first step will be the guide.
La guía, blanco. Más fíjate al otro lado y copia.
So you want to drop it down and see where this groove is. Go down and find that groove. And slide.
Okay.
And now because this is loose, we want to lock it in. So, yeah. So find the part. This one, this, and this. What's up? Follow the arrow. So this way. Yes.
Las cuerdas de un lado son diferentes o es para por lado opuesto.
So if you do it exactly the same as that,
No te va a quedar.
it's not gonna fit.
El
Right?
otro lado, güey.
¿Así no?
Intercambio por acá. Porque ya estás agarrando del otro lado.
Because this one, if you look, this shape, always on the left side. So left and right, always on the left side. So that side is a different symbol. See? This and this different, right?
Oh yeah.
So this symbol, like it looks like a bagel, always on the left side.
Okay.
Sorry. Same thing here. So the threading, you see the thread? Always go outside. And now the others. Let me put the O-rings in. O-ring there. Now you see. Which side is left side?
¿Cuál es tu izquierdo?
No,
So this one is.
Ese.
Esta no tiene lado, ¿verdad?
tiene de este lado es donde entra el tubo. Por adentro.
No.
Otro lado.
This one, where this oval end is, the shaft is gonna go this way. So you have to flip this.
Oh yeah.
So you wanna hold it.
¿Cuál es el?
¿Por qué lado?
¿El tubo va aquí?
No lo sueltes hasta que entre el tubo y se laquee. Porque si lo sueltas antes se van a caer los fierros y vas a pensar de que está bien amarrado y no va a estar bien amarrado.
Good, that's it.
Ya.
Yeah. Okay, now it's ready to be on the machine. So you grab one, I grab one.
Agárrate una.
Colaboran con el panel de la ropa, por favor.
Now you're gonna lift up a little bit to line this up and push. Make sure this is flush. Good, very nice. So now it's you wanna take this, turn as you push. Okay? You're gonna hear a click. Click, click. Good. Now lock. This one.
Suavecito, ¿no? No tiene que quedar muy apretado, Marvin.
Muy duro porque se puede tronar la.
This thread is already broken.
Ya. La que te dije que estaba recta. This is like a little bit of piece missing, right?
Yeah. It's good. Okay. So now, good. Now we're gonna push as you turn. Push,
Escúchala.
push.
Escúchala a la misma vez que la... Escúchala a la misma vez. Ahí está. Eso.
Yes. Now it's ready. Now we move on to the other one. Let's do the same thing. Side by side. take half, I take half. So, all the O-rings. From here, the smallest one, pick one, put it here.
See that you didn't take out that white bushing, bro.
Which one?
The white,
This one?
white bushing.
Oh, that doesn't come off.
Does it come off?
No, it doesn't come off. So this is silicone glued in, so it doesn't come off.
Eso no se quita, El
If that
blanco.
comes out, it's a problem. Okay.
Eso nunca se
So
quita el blanco.
now, grab this one, the next size up, grab two, and we're gonna put it here. One. Good. Now take the next size up, which is this one. Put it here. So. And this one, we're gonna put this down. And then lubricate. And you see this part here, not the flat side, but where there's a groove. Put this in. Perfect. Okay. Now last one, the O-ring. It goes onto the main body. So. Perfect. Okay, now we are ready. Let's go one by one. So think of it as like building a house. So you take this, I'll take this side, you take this side, okay? So line up like this. So this side. No, it's okay. Put on top. Like this. And you want to push, so make sure it's flat. And use this tool again. Any metal bolts that you see on the machine, you always want to finish using a tool to tighten. This.
Bien apretado, fuerte, fuerte.
Más o menos ya.
If you guys skip this step, there's gonna be like dough or filling coming out from the gap. Okay, good. Now we have the foundation ready. Let's start building the pillar, which goes the shaft from here. So the shaft goes in first. Push it down. Good. And now put this side in. Okay. Now put the wings. So the way it goes is open, and you have the eye in the center, and you want to close with the seat like this. Always in that order. You can put it anywhere you want, but just keep that order. Okay. So open. You have the eye in the center. Then you want to close. Very good. Okay, now we're gonna close this up. Like this. So I like to have this pointing toward me here so that I can always control. So if I have it here, it's more uncomfortable, right? So always go here. Put this, push this out of the way. Put on top. Don't push the center, because if you push the center, you're just gonna come out, right? So what you do is you use two hands, push it down. Good, nice. Okay, now we lock it in. two ends, right? The deeper, bigger end goes inside. Grande, here.
Al revés, al revés.
Bigger side, always in. And when you put it in, make sure that the flat side is always this way, not like this, not like this. Because if it ever gets stuck in here and you want to try to remove it, you could use the other tool. In the future, if it does get stuck, you could use this one to release it. But because of the pressure points, you want to make sure that it's even here so you get both sides. Otherwise, you'll only crack one side. So the flat side always on the bottom. Okay? Good, so hopper's finished, flow controller finished, last product here. Okay? So like I said, think of this like your head. You don't want it open, you want it closed, right? Like this. And you want to find where the pin is. Same thing. Think of it like a hat. So you don't wear a hat like this, right? You wear a hat like this, where it's closed. So find the pin. On the four corners, you're gonna see the pin. Only one has the pin, right? Just simply follow the pin and put on. Put on the top. Okay. If the table is like aligned like this, because we're supposed to go straight down, it might get stuck like I did before. So just find a nice flat spot just to push it down. Okay. So with our machine here, you never have to force anything. If you start forcing stuff, that means you're gonna start messing with the metrics and it will start to break. Okay. So now here, I'll make sure the flat side is up, not this side. Close it in, and you want to flip it. Find the V-seal, the larger one, always facing down, never open faced. If you put this open face, your dough is gonna travel upwards. Okay. So this is the better one. So always close faced, then just simply put it in. You're good to go. So same thing with the agitator. Always close faced, never open. So from here on, decide out, we decide what product we're gonna make today. So let's say if we're making protein powerball, we're only gonna be using this one. If we're making chia smash, which is a filled product, we're gonna be using the smaller combination. So all the parts have a number on it. There's a number 26. It means the diameter from here to here is 26.
MM.
I'm sorry? Yeah, millimeters. Yes. And this one is 12, and this one is 25. So 25 for the casing side, 12 for the filling side. So for protein powerball, because it's only divided product, there's no filling, they're gonna be using only this one, which is gonna feed through the inner side only. So for right now, let's try with protein powerball first, then we'll move on to the filled product. So simply just put it in, and that's it. So now this is ready.
You don't tie it with the tool, right? You don't finish with the tool.
Yes, because it's plastic. So now, even though we're not gonna use this for protein powerball, always put it in the machine. Okay. So the way this assembly goes is,
But right now we're not making protein powerball.
we are gonna be using. I'm gonna show you both.
Okay.
So for right now, let's say we're making protein powerball. Okay. So put the ring in first, ring adapter. Just put on top and lock it in. This is unlocked, this is locked. Okay. Same thing, put the agitator in, push it down, and lock it in. If it ever gets stuck here and it's not locking in, that means there's like a dough chip underneath here. Okay. So you want to clean that out. Now the handle, again, on the right side is the unlock position, this is the lock position. So unlock, find where the pin is. This is where the pin will enter. And simply put on top. Line it up, drop it. You want to lock it in so this doesn't move. And you want to make sure to push this in, so. Okay. So now hopper, flow controller, compound nozzle is finished. Let's move on to the encrustor. So there's two ways of assembling the shutter. So for me, I like to, like I said, I like to leave it on the machine, and I like to have the machine hold it while I insert it. But because this is our first time doing so, I like to show you how you guys would normally do it.
Esta pieza nunca se les debe de caer. $5,000 por esta pieza.
Okay, so the encruster, the shutter, these are numbered. It goes from 1 to 6. Number 6 is the only one that holds the key. So when you're assembling, you want to remove
Okay,
it.
es lo mismo de la temperatura.
So, and when you're assembling it on the encruster, make sure it goes 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in that order, because number 6 is the one that holds the key. Because you want the last 1 and 6 to connect together when you're inserting the
Okay.
key. Okay, so for that reason, start with number 6.
Déjale hablo a
So you want to
Jaime, le
hold it
digo
up
que
like
quiere
so.
revisar.
Oh, what would be the better angle?
Okay.
So you're
Está bien.
putting this into this groove
Ándale,
here,
gracias.
like so. So you want to make sure that the machine is inserting this way, right? So you want to be able to see where the key slot is, because if you go backwards, it doesn't make any sense, because this is where the cutting point is. It's gonna be outwards. So make sure that it's inwards. Pull this part. Put this in. Okay. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna take from 5 to 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna find the attachment first. Go to get an angle, attach it, then you can slide in and out. Okay. So attach. Find the spot. And put it. You guys want to try?
Dale, dale.
Inténtale.
So make sure you follow the numbers. Double check.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
4. Este es el 4.
So go at an angle first, attach first. Then you go up and down, then you go up and down. So it's better that somebody will hold the encrustor for you. This.
Agárrale la de esta, agárrasela que no se le va a caer.
Este lado, como quiera. Dale.
Esta tiene que quedar bien apretado, ¿no?
Ahorita la vamos a apretar.
Greasy? Their dough is gonna be a lot more greasy. You're gonna see a lot of oil separation, which is normal.
¿Qué número es ese?
This is very slow.
Pero síguele así como ibas. Sigue con la 3.
5, 4, 3. Do they want to slow bake it? So usually some people do slow bake it to let it dry out. This should hold.
Graba, tengo que hablar. Cuando se vaya a la pantalla, no le toca la pantalla enfrente y ya se vuelve a regresar. Cuando termine, nomás aprietas el de este lado para terminar.
¿Qué, puto? Te me quedas viendo como si me ganaste. Está bien, no hay pedo.
Okay.
Entonces.
Nice. Good. So now we flip this over.
Un buen-
So yes.
La llave.
Una pieza.
So like I said, metal screws, always use a tool to tighten. So don't hold it like this, because if you try to close, because this will close if you tighten, right? So I don't want anybody getting injured. So have one hand here, and just tighten all the way.
And when you do that, the bottom like doesn't scrape or anything?
No, it should be okay.
Yeah?
This, and put these two together. So for this one, you see this half circle here?
Yeah.
There you go, and you see the circle part there. You're just simply gonna follow it and put it in,
Alright. And then you just lock it in place.
and just close it.
Esa pieza se va a quitar siempre al principio, ¿verdad?
¿Cómo que al principio? Sí, esa es la llave.
Vas a quitar el seguro ese, vas a sacar la pieza y
Oh, no, esa no se quita.
al principio, ¿no?
No se quita. No la quitó él. Do you take it out for the beginning of every to take it apart now, right?
Yeah, every production you have to remove it to
But-
clean.
To clean, but I'm talking about. No. Well, yeah.
Para empezar de invitar.
Para empezar, sí. Okay.
Good. So now we're gonna put this on the machine. Even though it's not gonna fall, I like to lean it against my body,
Yeah.
just in case, because this is $15,000 total.
Yeah. 15,000?
Yeah. 10,000, 5,000.
15,000. 1,500.
Used car.
10,000. 15,000 dólares.
No,
Esa pieza
okay.
nada más. Y se les cae, van a trabajar por la compañía for free.
You always use a tool to lock. Because if you forget this step when you're wearing the product, because it's constantly going up and down, up and down, up and down, it's gonna get loose and it's gonna drop.
Pues siempre, esa sí se aprieta más o menos, ¿eh? Tampoco no le van a dar al morir, que no se pueda zafar, pero no la puedes quitar el chino. Le das hasta que
so
truene.
now let's put the rollers back in. These are symmetrical, so it doesn't matter. I'm gonna put the dirty one here first. So roll it around until you find the right spot to push it in. Okay. The threading, turn to the left to lock.
Sí.
And this one is different. Let me see. Yeah. So the bigger one is gonna be on the left side. The small one is always gonna be on the right side. So bigger one goes in. This is a regular threading. Like so. Same thing. Same thing. Follow. Rotate until you find the key. Push it in. And turn to the left. Again, use the tool. Tighten. Okay. me show you guys how to put on the belt. So we have two sizes. Okay. One long one, one short one. If you look at it, obviously this is gonna be the long one. That's gonna be the shorter one. So if you look under the belt, there should be an arrow indicating the flow of the direction. So you see the arrow here. Just follow the arrow because the machine's always gonna run this way. So follow the arrow, start with one end. Okay. Follow. Okay. Over the scraper, over the first roller. Then in like a reverse S. And then over the foot of the smooth roller, then underneath the tension roller. So center everything, make sure the guide is center, this guide is center, and you can let go. Okay. So this weight roller gives the tension to the belt. Okay. We're gonna do the same thing for the other side. So this one, because the tension roller is a lot bigger and more heavier, and there's very limited space, I like to remove it. Again, check the bottom, follow the arrow, start with one end. Over this, so underneath the first one, over this one, so, then over this, go down, and so, okay, now give tension to the roller. Okay, lift it up to center everything, and you're good to go. Okay, so I recommend taking a picture of this.
So is that the full assembly already?